Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, friends, foes, all those lovely folks out there. How you doing today? Today we're going to talk about why your weight loss stops. But first, before we get into it, please take the time to leave a comment below. Let's open up a discussion. It will really help future people who watch this. Seeing your feedback, your input, it helps me a lot as well, knowing that you're getting enough out of this video to take the time to comment. Also, if you find anything useful in here, please consider giving it a thumbs up. I would greatly appreciate it. It helps the rest of YouTube be able to see these videos when they're getting thumbs ups and comments. It shows that people are actually interested in them. If you're getting anything of value, I would greatly appreciate that. Also, feel free to share this to anybody who you think may need it. That would be fantastic and encouraged. So why do we stop losing weight? Well, I think there's a couple of things. And the first thing of why I'm bringing this up today is I've lost no weight over the past 3 days. You know, still at that same mark. It's okay though. It's all right. I can break it down and know exactly why because I monitor everything, and it's because I exercised. There's a trick for you there, okay? A lot of people will say you have to exercise to lose weight. That's not necessarily true. You should exercise though. However, exercising may not speed up the process of weight loss. A lot of people leave out that we are designed to be extremely efficient. We can take junk, empty food and still process it in a way that we can get something sustainable out of it, even though it is crap. On the flip side of that, exercise can have a little bit of a double-edged sword there, a little bit. And hear me all the way through on this to make sure you follow, okay? And if you have any questions about it, take the time to comment, ask them. I want to make sure everybody understands why this is. Because we are so efficient, and whether we realize it or subconsciously realize it, when we go out and exercise, and let's say we exert 500 calories in a 90-minute exercise, our body naturally will burn 1,000 calories a day, even if we're just laying in bed, okay? We have the ability, our body has the ability to kind of tone things back a little bit. So if we go out and do that, well, 500 calorie exercise is quite a bit, but if we go out and do that 500 calories exercises, if you really pay attention, you may fidget your hand less. You may move less during the day. You may treat yourself with something a little bit more. I can have just another half a serving because I exercised today. It's my reward. I did something good. I can sit a little while longer and watch one more episode on the good old Netflix. You may not realize it, most people don't, but after I learned about that, I notice it. I notice that if I exercise, and being at the weight and stuff that I am, I'm not exercising more than 20-30 minutes. When I do exercise for 20 or 30 minutes, I don't move that much, as much as I was the next day to 2 days. My body's compensating. It's like, oh, hey, we're burning some extra. We can save those calories. And it does. And it slows my weight loss down because I'm not exercising enough and I'm not staying consciously aware of moving enough. Even though consciously aware that I'm not just getting off my butt and keep moving as much as I am every day, or as much as I should be. We have a constant norm of movement. We should be doing at least that no matter what. Even if we add exercise, we can't take away from any other area. Back to the efficiency side of why we stop losing weight is people say, this diet works great for me. They're in their first month. Or this worked good for me for 2 months. Or this worked good for 3 months. Again, it comes back to the efficiency that we are, is we can eat empty McDonald's cheeseburgers and live off of them. Okay, we can take something that is just empty calories and our body will say there's no nutritional value there. I'm going to process it and store it as fat. And when we need something, we will consume that for the energy to survive. We aren't thriving, we're surviving. The same thing can happen to a diet. Is it may be, let's say, 20% good or 20% right, and your body realizes that, hey, this is working, so it's comfortable on getting rid of some of that fat, or you're at a calorie deficit, forcing yourself to get rid of some of that fat. And by doing that calorie deficit, doing that, you do lose weight. But there comes a point in time where your body, in my mind, the best way to say it is it gets scared of getting rid of all of its resources without having an abundant cash flow coming in. So it stops. It's like, well, I don't have to give this weight away, even though, I see this happening here. I can live off of less. I can pull the reins in and hold on to my resources, my fat storage, because that's the wealth that I have. Your body can actually do that just off of less movement, less brain activity, just things throughout the day that you may not realize. Sitting an extra 5-10 minutes at a time adds up to burning less calories. Our body is just that darn efficient. Even if you're overweight, a lot of people want to use the excuse, and I tried to for years, that I'm overweight so my body isn't functioning right. No, my body is the king at storing fat. It is a efficient machine for that. It does a great job. I have my stores built up. To my body, in one way, I'm very wealthy. If a famine hit tomorrow, I'm going to outlive some of you skinny folks. Yep, it's true. I may not be able to outrun you or anything like that, but I may outlive you. But that's why at times we stop losing weight. It is an efficiency standard that our body has, and losing weight takes a lot longer than what most people think, especially when you're overweight to a certain extent. When you are obese, and the first time you start losing weight, you may dump 20 pounds in a week. Just boom. Maybe 40, 50, 60 pounds in a month. Just bloof, straight off. And then your body stops. And then you think it's your fault, that you've done something wrong of why you aren't losing weight. That's not true. You may be on point with everything. I know that my diet is on point. I know that I am solid. I also know that I haven't lost a pound a day for the past 3 days like I have continually. Is just my body going, hey, whoa, relax here a little. I don't want to give that away. And I'm like, okay, that's fine. You're still going to get a kick-ass salad today, and you're still going to get, the nutrition you need. And I'm going to realize that I need to be moving a little bit more and get your butt kicked back into gear. And you know what? Here, maybe tomorrow, maybe 2 days, 3 days from now, I'm going to start losing weight again. Because I'm not going to go off of my track just because my body says, whoa, slow down. How do I know my weight? I weigh myself morning and night, every day. Some people can't do that. Sometimes it gets depressing. I'm just keeping a really close track. First thing in the morning when I wake up, I weigh myself. Right before bed, I weigh myself. I keep track of all this because the information I want to have. I want to know what triggers what in my body. My exercise, I know that I can watch. If I don't exercise enough and I don't stay active, that scale stops moving. And it's not because exercise is bad. No, it's amazingly fantastic and everyone should. But you also have to realize that until you get into that habit and into that constant fat burning and exercising enough, not only at the time you exercise, but staying mobile and moving throughout the rest of the day, will you be able to continue at a weight loss. Exercise sometimes for some people does not make weight loss faster, but it makes you better in a lot of ways. And it can help long term because the more you go. Some people will use the saying that I'm building muscle and losing fat, so I'm staying the same weight. I guarantee no. I'm sorry. Unfortunately, that's not true. For a bodybuilder who has his diet keyed to gaining muscle and his exercise to gaining muscle 3, 4, 5 hours a day in the gym, they may only gain 3 pounds of muscle in a month. Not a week, in a month. And that is putting in more effort and overloading with nutritional intake and protein and the things that your body has to have to try to build this kind of lean muscle mass. It's very, very, very challenging to put on muscle as fast as you can lose weight. If you aren't losing weight, it's because your diet isn't right. Or if you have been losing weight and everything's working, your body's just like, whoa, hold on. I'm scared to get rid of any more. I'm going to take a break right now. You just chill your butt down. That happens too, and it's okay. So I hope you find something useful out of this. I can ramble on for a very long time with these things, but I would like to open up the conversation, invite you to please leave a comment. It would be greatly appreciated. I invite you to, if you found anything worthwhile in this video, any value at all, take the time to give it a thumbs up. I would greatly appreciate it. I appreciate everybody who watches. I appreciate the support that I get, and I do hope that I'm able to help somebody along the way. I hope you have yourself an amazing day. Look forward to hearing from you. You will see me in the next video. Take care.